everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you all my art journaling supplies that I use for my art journaling. I do have a lot of art supplies that I have shown in previous videos, but I'm not going to go into that today. I'm only going to show you my art journaling supplies. And just a quick disclaimer, you don't need all these supplies I'm going to show you in order to do art journaling. You can use just the basics. You don't need everything. And also all these art supplies I'm going to be showing you, I've accumulated over multiple years, and it took me a long time to get to everything that I have. So don't feel that you need to have all of these. I've accumulated them over a long period of time. So just bear that in mind when you are watching the video. But I hope there's something from the video may help you, maybe for storage or just a supply that you may see that you may think it would be helpful to you in your art journaling processes. So yeah, let's get into it. So starting off, these are my art journaling books that I use. I've made these myself. This is my mini art journal that I've made, just decorated as well. I use this for some quick art journaling when I just want to do something quick. And then I've also got this art journal over here that I made, and this one I just use for my larger art journal spreads, or where I want to do a double spread like this. It's quite big. This is an A5 size. So yeah, this is my art journals that I use. So I'm not using anything bought. I made these myself, sewed them and everything together, and then just decorated them. Now on my desk you'll see I have my sketchbook because I do a lot of normal art, and I do paintings and with different mediums and things like that, but I'm not going to get into those supplies today. I have my sketchbooks as well. I just want to show you more or less how I keep my things and how I work. So I have all my art supplies in these cupboards over here. I'm just going to show you the watercolors that I use for my art journaling. It's mainly this watercolor half pen set by Montmartre. I use mostly this one for my art journaling. The others that are in here I use mainly for my regular paintings. I do have some punches in there which I will show you in a moment. But yeah, I like everything to be within a reach. So even my art supplies, my paints, everything must be within reach. You can see I do have some art supplies or art journaling supplies over there, some on top over there. Underneath the desk I've got those three over there, and then just in my little trolleys you can see I've got my mediums all over there. That's just my acrylic gel mediums, my Mod Podge. I've got clear gesso, white gesso, and some modeling paste or your texture paste. So, and some print. That's all I've got over there. And my water. Those are some fine liners and inks that I've got. So I'm just showing you these because I do use these for my art journaling as well. On the top here you can see I've got some brushes that I use for my regular watercolor painting, and then I've got my pencils, I've got my masking tape, my washi tapes, some erasers and sharpeners, my palette knives and my scissors, and I've got just here some of the brushes I use for my Mod Podge and my gesso. When I'm art journaling I keep them separate. I've got my ink brushes over here, and I've got some watercolor brushes over here, my pencils, charcoal pencils, blending tools, and then here I've just got my acrylic brushes. So I just keep everything within reach. So these trolleys are really helpful because it keeps everything within reach. I've got fine liners over there which I do use for art journaling as well. I've got some bulldog clips over there which I do use to hold my book open. I've got some water, some spray bottles, and there's just some metallic paints and some more gel mediums and glitter glue at the back. And then I've got some containers as well to mix my rinse my brushes out. And then I've just got some gouache paint over there, and as I said, all my mediums are in here that I use for art journaling. And then I've just got some metallic paints that I use as well, and metallic acrylic paints or craft paint. And then I've just got all my acrylic paints according to color over there, and then obviously my paper towels which I use a lot of. So basically that's all that I use for my art journaling. I'm not going to go into everything as I said because I don't use all those supplies for art journaling. Some are just my regular art videos and my art that I create. So like color pencils and things like that. So let's start off with this these two containers over here. Now this basically is all my distress inks, all my artistry inks, and my ink pads and my stamps. So let me show you what it looks like inside. Now I like keeping them in these little containers. It keeps them from gathering dust, and also it just keeps everything in one spot because I like everything to be in one area and all together depending on what it is. So here I've just got all my inks, and if you look at it from outside you can see all the colors that I've got. So I don't have to really look for them. If I'm looking for specific color, I can see them what I have there. I've got my applicator for my applying the inks, and then I've got some ink pads for my stamps, as well as some more ink pads at the bottom over there. Then here I just got some various foam or double-sided tapes and different sizes, and then I got regular double-sided tape as well. There's another ink pad at the bottom, some glue, I've got another applicator over here, and then I've got my just extra bottle inks for my ink pads. So, and then obviously all these artistry inks, which are my inks that I use for distressing my paper or just adding color to my pages for my art journal. So basically that is in this container. Then when we go to my stamp container, these are all my rubber stamps, so, or my wooden stamps. So you will see I've got this is my date stamp that I use in my art journal to date my pages, and then this is just an old stamp that I had since I was in school when I was very young, I think in primary school. So I've got that still till now. Never know when you may need it. And then I've just got all my wooden stamps. Now the reason why they once again I got them in the container is just so that they're kept away from dust and they're all kept together and they're neat and they can't fall and get lost and misplaced. So I just like how it's kept so that it's in one spot. So if you look through them, you will see I've got them in categories. So you have like all my background stamps, like the puzzle pieces and the rock wall, and this one over here which stays over here on this area of the container, and I've got some roses and flowers and plants over here, so all of those are here. And then I've got some random ones like some cars, musical instruments, and I've got some like butterflies, and I've got some like a stamp, one that looks like a stamp. So you've got like that kind of one. So I just got in some text one as well, text as well, and I've also got like this is an open book over there. So I just look through what I'm looking for and what catches my attention when I'm art journaling, because art journaling is a very intuitive process. So it depends what you're feeling and your emotions and what basically resonates with you and what you feel like using at that particular moment when you are journaling. So I just look through all my stamps and I decide what I want to use, and I pick up what I need, and then I'm good to go. So I've also got some other stamps over here. I've got some butterflies, there's a car as well. I've got some music, sheet music notes, or music notes. I've got more butterflies. I've got some flowers as well. So I've got a lot of different stamps. These are all my stamps that I own. I like them to be in one place, as I said before, that way I don't have to look for them or you know, go searching for them or misplace them or anything. And this is actually just a shoe box. This plastic box is actually meant for you to use to store your shoes, but I can see it works perfectly. You get different types of them. I've used these mainly for storing my art supplies as well as my art journaling supplies. I think it's really convenient to have that. I think it really helps having that. So let's put this back. So those are the two containers that I have for my art journaling. Now we move over to this side. Now I'm not going to show you the trolley over there. That just got all my normal regular different art papers that I use for markers and my art process of drawing and charcoal and things like that, color pencils. So I'm not going to go into that. But for art journaling, here we have all my stencils. Now these stencils are a variety of different stencils I have, which I use for either with a texture paste when I create a 3D effect on my art journal page, or I use it for I even have some text here, and or I use it for my with some of those inks over there, just to get with those inks I mix them, I blend them over the stencils to get the effect of the stencils. And yeah, I've got some larger ones at the bottom here as well, so you can see there's a variety of different ones. I have purchased them from different places, so I can't really say where I purchased them from. I've purchased from different places, but I know I have purchased these ones from Doodles Cafe. I will put the link, it's an affiliate link. I will put it down in the description box if you want to go and check out their website and see what they have. They have a lot of art journaling supplies, crafting supplies, as well as normal regular art supplies. So maybe you'd be interested in something, you can have a look at their website, but I'll put the affiliate link in the description box below. So yeah, and then underneath that I have this little container. This was also from Doodles Cafe, and it was really something that I really was happy with purchasing. It holds all my papers for my scrapbooking. So all my fancy papers are all in here. It fits perfectly. It keeps them all together, and it keeps it neat and tidy, and it keeps everything dust free, which I really like. Now it is a bit of a hassle going through it when you're looking for something, but I think with art journaling, the fun part about it is, you know, taking out all these papers and going through them and looking sheet by sheet what appeals to you, what you feel like in that moment when you are journaling, and what you want to include. So I've got a variety of them. I do have them grouped according to backgrounds, and then I've got the elements, and then I've got obviously text as well, and then the leftovers I have on the top over here, which I can use again. So basically I really was happy to find this little container because it just holds all of them and they fit perfectly in there. So if you can see, it fits perfectly. You don't have any problems with anyone getting dog ears or getting smashed or damaged. Everything fits in there, and it's only when you're looking for one you have to go through all of it. But I think that's the fun of going through all your papers. You can look through what you have. You may be surprised and remember something that you forgot you had and use that paper. So I think it's actually nice that you can go through them, and every time you are journaling, so that you can see what really appeals to you at that moment and see what you have as well. And you may even find something you forgot you had, and that's really fun when you find that, because then you realize, oh, I had these beautiful papers, and then you can use them. So yeah, those are those two over there. So that was those two containers, and that's that one over there. Then I have some more supplies over here. I do have my those are just acrylic inks I use for my drawings and also for my airbrush. But then I've got my drawing board and my hairdryer and my glue gun, and then I've got these three at the bottom over here, and I do have my guillotine and my paper over there. But I will just show you what's in these ones because I do use these as well. That's why I like to keep them all like within the area where I'm working. So the trolleys usually they stay closer to my desk when I'm working, so I can just grab what I need from it, whether I'm drawing or whether I'm art journaling or painting, and then obviously my art supplies or my art journaling supplies. So in this container I've got a lot of serviettes or napkins, depending where you stay. These are all different, a variety of different ones, from seashells to flowers to the Eiffel Tower, plants, foliage, still life, birds, flowers. You know, I've got so many different, I got some newspaper images and some music notes. So I have a variety, and backgrounds as well. So I have a variety of napkins and also, or if you call it serviettes, depending where you live. So I've got that, which I use also for my art journaling or my art journal pages. And then I have these books, and these little books. These are little books with paper in it as well. There's from florals, and there's some animals as well. I've got a Christmas one too. There's a variety of them. These are smaller papers, but I see they're very handy having smaller papers, because these have elements, some of them as well, that you can just use those elements. There are multiple pages in these books, so you can decide what you want to include, or you can have one for next time when you are working. So yeah, that's basically what's in this. That's all in this container. And then I use this as well a lot. That's why I have it kept under the desk, just so that I can reach for it when I need it. The next one is this one over here, which I'm going to show you what's in there now. Now this is another one that I do reach for when I'm doing my art journaling. If I don't use the papers, or if I don't use, or I do use some of the papers and the serviettes or napkins, then I sometimes add some extras like stickers and things, and that's what this book or this one's for, or this container. It's got some background elements too, like old book pages and things. But let's go into it and I'll show you everything. So this is some rub-ons that I've got. I've used some of them, but not all of them. But yeah, these are some. I don't buy these a lot. And then I have my washi tapes. I just basically put a sample of all the washi tapes that I have just on this little paper, on this card, so I can see what I have. And then I've got some old book pages. Over here as well, I've got some old books that I use. I've got some twine. The twine I mainly use when I'm decorating wooden boxes and things like that. I can show you some of them. Like those are the wooden boxes that I decorate. I usually use some metal embellishments, some chipboard, paint, stencils, texture paste, anything that I can find. And I use for if you're looking at that one over there, the brown one and the gold one, and then if you're looking at that one, I use it to tie a string around those holes just so that you can hang it as a decoration. So yeah, that's what I use the twine for. And then looking underneath here, I've got some lace and I've got some ribbon, some paper doilies. I've got more lace, which I do use in my art journals as well. And then over here I've got some stamps. These are stickers, stamps. And then I've got some other stickers. These are just some various miscellaneous stickers. There's some leftover paper doilies. And then obviously I love using stickers in my art journal. So I've got these are all stickers with foliage and leaves and flowers, and they're transparent stickers, so you only see the image and the background of it is transparent. So I've got a range of different ones, flower ones that I have. So those are stickers that I really like using as well. And then I've got these stickers over here, which are all butterflies. Most of them are butterflies. They're different colors, blue, purple, you know, got a variety of different color. There's some orange and yellow butterflies as well, some pink ones, just a variety of them. And then over here I've got some these are foliage and leaves. You can see these are different leaves and foliage stickers as well. So yeah, those are those over there. And then here I just have some these are little gemstone stickers that I use in my art journals as well as decorating my boxes. By the way, those boxes over there are available for sale if you are looking for them. They're on my shop, online shop, if you want to have a look at them. And yeah, and then I've got these stones as well, which I can also use for decorating. And yeah, I've got some papers here as well, a little pack of different papers with some backgrounds and writing. Then I've got some doors and windows and bird cages, I think, are here as well. Yeah, there's some bird cages as well. And then here I've got these little shiny plastic, I think they're like little clear plastic sheets, acrylic sheets. I think it's acrylic, I'm not sure, but it's a plastic sheet. And that's what I use to decorate the cover of this book, this little square. So I've got them in squares and I got them in rectangles, and they come with different ones inside. So you can choose which one you want to use, and then you just stick it down. So basically that's what's in this container. It's not very fancy. I just got it placed everything in a space where I can find it easily and I can access it and I can use it. I don't like to look for stuff, so I think that's like perfect to have something like this that you can keep everything together in one spot. And then we're coming to the last container. Now this container only holds all my extra supplies, some stuff that I may run out of, like my little foam stickers here, and more stickers that I got that I use just to create a more 3D effect. I've got my silicone brushes here, which I haven't used. I just got them kept in here not to get damaged. And then I've got some bottles with some dropper bottles. Got some brushes for stenciling. I've got some more of these applicators just for my distress ink. Is another one over there. More double-sided tape, some glitter glue, some more glue, my glue sticks, more applicators at the bottom, and yeah, more double-sided tape. So basically that's all that's in this container. Nothing too fancy or anything fun, but mainly it's the ones that I use is this container over here, which has got my stickers and everything in it, and then this one over here, which has got the serviettes and everything in there. And then I've got the backup of all my supplies that I need, and then obviously those ones I showed you already. So that's basically all the supplies I have and that I use. I'm gonna just show you in this drawers what I've got over here. Basically this one has just got some chipboards and some washi tape. There are my washi tapes over there, so then I just grab one when I need one. I don't use this much for art journaling. I mainly use a washi tape to border my pages when I'm drawing, but sometimes I do incorporate them into my page depending if I feel like adding something from there or adding a particular print from these ones. Then maybe I will, you know, add it if I feel like adding it. So yeah, and then I've got a variety of chipboards. These are just chipboards of different things, bicycles, cups. I've got some cute cups over there. And then I've got some gears for any steampunk theme pages. I use these for decorating my boxes as well as for my art journals, but I got a variety of these flowers as well. I got a variety of different things. You can see there's some flowers here as well, so it depends what I want to use. Here I've just got some frames that I use as well, flowers as well, so it's just a variety of different ones. And then here I've just got some larger chipboards, flowers and birds and different designs in case I want to use something bigger. Then I have my punches. Now these are all the punches I own. I don't own that many. This is just a butterfly punch, some snowflake punches, another one, smaller one, a circle punch, some corner punches. That's just a roller as well. Then I've got my border punch, and then I just got the punch to punch holes in, and then I've just got these two cute scissors that I came across and I couldn't resist and I purchased them, but I haven't used them. I just find them very pretty to have, and they look very cute to have one. So yeah. And then in the last row, I don't have much in here. It's just my trimmer. I've got this for using to make cards, or if I want to use it to make to fold my paper, I can do that as well. There's some ribbons here as well, some ribbons here as well. So yeah, and some paints that I don't really use, and yeah, an extra water cup for my watercolors. So basically that's it that I have. And yeah, I've got my guillotine over there, and then as I said, my trolleys are over here. And yeah, I've just got my art supplies for my art journaling. It's just mainly those two containers that I use, those two over there, and then those two there. And then sometimes I do go into using my punches if I need, or chipboard. But basically that is it for what I use for my art journaling. Like I said, I do have my watercolor paints that I do use, but I also do sometimes tend to use my acrylics. But I don't usually go to those acrylics. I will go to the ones that I showed you in the drawer. So you'll see I'll use those acrylics if I do want to use acrylic, but I don't use acrylic much in my art journaling, mainly watercolors. But so basically those are my art supplies that I use for my art journaling. Like I said, I didn't go into everything because there's a lot of other supplies that I have here that I use for my regular painting and drawing, because I use all different mediums for my paintings and drawings for my regular art that I do. But I do my art journaling from time to time, and I just wanted to share what supplies I do have, what I use. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you don't need to have all of them, but just use what you feel you want to use, what you enjoy using. You can just use that, and you can create some amazing art journal pages that really make you happy and bring you a lot of joy. So you don't have to have all these supplies. And as I said, I've accumulated these over many years, so you don't have to just at the beginning start and get all these supplies. Just get what works for you and what makes you happy. So that's the main thing. And then just one tip I want to mention is that always it's best to keep your supplies within reach. Whether you're doing art or painting, anything creative, try to keep your supplies within reach. That way it's easy for you to find your things and also categorize them. Like I have mine categorized. It helps me a lot to find what I'm looking for, and also when I'm packing it away, I know exactly where it goes, and it makes packing everything away after my creative session or painting session or art journaling session. It makes it very easy for me to pack everything away because I know where everything goes. So I think that's a tip that I would say, keep everything within easy reach, because if you have a step to go and look for things before you start creating, you're going to create a little bit of you're going to lose some of that creativity in your time you spend looking for your supplies, as well as time. You're going to be spending it looking for supplies when you should be creating. So it's easier to just keep the things within reach and where they can be seen, and you're able to just reach for it and use it as you need. So I think that's a tip that I want to just point out, that I hope you take with you. But I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you maybe found some inspiration. You found some maybe an idea for storage that you may have liked. Maybe like I said, you need to do what's suitable for you and what you enjoy, what makes you comfortable, and how you work. You need to look at that as well. We are all different, so it doesn't have to be the way I've done it. That's not the only way to pack your stuff or do things or store your things. I just found that way works for me, and I just wanted to show you that maybe it'll help someone in some way, and also to show you all the different supplies that you could potentially use for your art journaling. But like I said again, you don't need all those supplies. You can use basic supplies that you have. Like I said before, also the watercolors I use for my art journaling is the Montmartre watercolor half pan set. You don't need very expensive watercolors to do your art journaling. You can use acrylic inks if you want. I do have some acrylic inks in there over there, but I mainly use those for airbrushing and for illustrations. I don't really use them for my art journaling, but you could use them as well. So really experiment and enjoy yourself with your art journaling process, and use whatever you enjoy using. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you found some inspiration from it. If you did like this video, don't forget to like and share. Feel free to comment below. If you have any questions, put them as well in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos and art videos, as well as art journaling videos or any creative videos that I put up. So don't forget to subscribe so that you'll be notified when I have the next video up. So I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much again for watching, and until the next one. Bye.